Now, it's often assumed that baby boomers are headed to a comfortable retirement, and truth be told, a lot of them are. But a new study found that fewer than half of Americans 65 to 74, they've not saved enough. And when the problems of older age set in, like the need for long term care, their kids ultimately are going to be the ones paying the price there. Is it too late to make the right kind of adjustments so that the financial load doesn't fall on the children?
Well, is it too late? That's a tough question to answer because, it very well could be too late. Like my mom is 86 years old and we're dealing with that now. And is it too late for her to put a plan in place? Yeah, the likelihood of getting something for her is slim to none. But you don't want to wait that long, right? So this quick segment goes out to you listeners that are maybe 75 to older, 85 years old. Don't be afraid to admit to yourself that this may impact you and or your children, right? We're kind of talking to your kids right now. I'm 62 years old, mom's 86 years old, and last weekend we finally had that hard conversation, and it's like, Mom, you're living in a house that's 1,800 square feet. You've got a half acre pond. You've got a 40 by 80 pole barn and 2 acres of grass, and you're by yourself. You can't maintain or take care of that. You need to start thinking about what are we going to do to get a situation or a housing for you that's not going to have so much upkeep in that. Well, when you look at that and think about it, she's at a position now where we can make those good decisions. But if you're a caregiver for a parent that is going through something like this, and they have a terminal illness, Alzheimer's, or if they have one of these diseases, dementia, they may not be in a position to make these decisions, and you're going to have to do that. I can't tell you how many times I just run to the grocery store and pick something up for mom, and I just pay for it. You know, if you're a caregiver, we have some events that are coming up. We're putting together some caregiver events to talk about and help educate the adult children of these seniors that may need to have some long-term care needs, and how is it going to impact you. There are so many things that you don't even think about. How is it going to impact you financially? The stress, the number of people that go through marriage problems dealing with the care of a senior parent, it's very stressful on families. And we bring in some guest speakers that will help you understand and what everybody has to go through. But Nolan, I mean, I'm living it right now. It's a very, very tough thing to go through, but I mean, we see it every day, and you deal with a lot of clients that we need to talk to the kids of these people.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're an adult that is caring for your parent, I would say, definitely talk to us. We're here to help give you some resources, give you some guidance. Maybe talk about even in your own situation how you can develop steps now, because as you're younger, you have more options. But at the same time, doing with what you did, Scott, on the other avenue, if you need some guidance from mom or dad and help navigate some of the landscape, we've got some resources available. What I love about you with mom is helping her develop a plan that's designed to help her maintain control and independence and actually keep her out of a facility is what's really good about
Sure.
that. So this is a big issue. It's affecting in the fact of, if you look at the National Alliance for Caregivers, approximately 41% of family caregivers are caring for a parent or a parent-in-law. So it is a big impact that stays within the family. And as you point out, it can be something that's a costly expense. So we're here to help save the kids from paying for the long-term care price.
We talk so often about having the T's crossed and the I's dotted. This is one of those many steps that people tend to neglect because, truth be told, it's not a pleasant topic to think about, but it is one that, if gone unchecked, can be very costly down the line for both you and your children. It's part of the planning process, discussing it, looking at the options. It all begins with that phone call to America's Retirement Headquarters. 419-794-3030 is how you get started. Find out more about the team, the Retirement Team Action Plan, the Independent Income System, and events that are coming up. You could do all that at arhq.com. Want to thank you, as we always do, for joining us here on the show, spending some time with us. Hope you have a great week ahead of you. Hope you stay cool out there as we get ready to celebrate our nation's independence in the week ahead. And guys, appreciate the time as always. As we wrap up, want to leave you with the final word.
Yeah, it's a great week to invest in yourself, either by coming out to an event or taking time to sit down and have us help you out. Just remember, when you think retirement, think America's Retirement Headquarters. It's home of America's Medicare Associates and the Retirement Guys formula.